The lantern of Lost Creek. Long ago, in the rolling hills of Appalachia, nestled between the dense woods and winding streams, there was a small town called Lost Creek. The town was known for its eerie mist that clung to the land at night and the stories passed down by its people. But none was as mysterious as the legend of the Lantern Keeper. The story began with a man named Elias Finch, a reclusive blacksmith who lived at the edge of town. Elias was known for his skill in crafting iron lanterns that burned brighter and longer than any other. It was said that his lanterns could guide travelers safely through the densest fog and darkest nights. Yet, Elias himself was a man of shadows, quiet, brooding, and always working late into the night. One stormy evening, as thunder rumbled and rain poured from the heavens, a desperate knock came at Elias's door. It was a young woman named Clara, frantic and drenched to the bone. "My brother is lost in the woods," she cried. "He went out to gather firewood before the storm, and he hasn't returned. Please, Elias, your lanterns are our only hope." Moved by her plea, Elias grabbed his finest lantern and braved the storm. The woods were treacherous, the paths muddy and indistinct under the pouring rain. But Elias pressed on, guided by the steady glow of his lantern. Hours passed before he found Clara's brother huddled beneath a tree, cold and frightened but alive. Elias returned him safely to the town, and for the first time in years, the townsfolk regarded the blacksmith with gratitude and respect, but tragedy soon followed. One fateful night, a fire broke out in the town. The flames consumed homes and lives, and in the chaos, Elias vanished. When the townsfolk searched the ruins of his workshop, they found only a single lantern glowing faintly amidst the ashes. After that night, strange things began to happen in Lost Creek. Travelers passing through would report seeing a glowing light moving through the woods, as if carried by an unseen hand. Those who followed the light claimed it led them to safety, guiding them away from danger or back to the town when they were lost. The townsfolk whispered that Elias's spirit had become the Lantern Keeper, forever roaming the woods to protect the lost and guide the weary. But there was a warning, too. Those with ill intentions who followed the light were never seen again. One cold autumn night, a man named Jeb, known for his greed and cunning, decided to test the legend. He ventured into the woods, claiming he would capture the Lantern Keeper and sell the magical light for a fortune. Armed with traps and a heart full of arrogance, Jeb set off into the foggy forest. Hours later, the light appeared, flickering like a firefly in the distance. Jeb grinned and followed, his steps hurried and clumsy. The light led him deeper and deeper into the woods, where the air grew colder and the mist thicker. Finally, it stopped, hovering in place like a phantom. Jeb lunged, throwing his trap, but the light vanished. Suddenly, the forest erupted with whispers, voices swirling around him like the wind. Shadows danced in the mist, and Jeb felt the ground shift beneath his feet. Panicked, he tried to run, but no matter which direction he turned, the forest closed in on him. By morning, Jeb was gone. The townsfolk searched for days, but found no trace of him, only his empty traps and the faint smell of burnt iron lingering in the air. From that day on, the people of Lost Creek honored the Lantern Keeper, leaving offerings of thanks at the edge of the woods. The legend grew, a tale of caution and hope passed down through generations. To this day, on foggy nights in Appalachia, some claim to see a glowing light moving through the trees. Is it a trick of the mist, or is Elias Finch still out there, guiding the lost and punishing the wicked? No one can say for sure. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to You Crave News for more spine-tingling stories and legends.